Hey, what's up guys? Krazie here. Thanks for coming. Today's video is going to be all about Infinite Warfare and my impressions of the beta and of course the future of Call of Duty this year with this rendition. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere. Alrighty guys, welcome back. As you can see here, we're watching some of my crappy gameplay from, of course, Infinite Warfare, the beta on Xbox One. I did play the open beta, got to play it for a few hours, recorded a few matches for your viewing pleasure, and of course, well, my Call of Duty skills leave much to be desired. I'm not a pro player, but that is okay. I still have some good thoughts and intuitions. I've been playing Call of Duty for a long time. I may have something new for you, probably nothing you've never seen before, who knows? So let's get right into it. First and foremost, of course, Call of Duty has been changing ever since the release of Ghosts, actually after the release of Ghosts with Advanced Warfare. We've gotten more futuristic, we've had more movement systems, and of course Infinite Warfare is the newest of the series to embrace this future. And let me tell you, it still feels like Call of Duty, but in my opinion, this is the farthest departure from traditional Call of Duty that we've ever seen. What I mean by that is not only by the feel of the gameplay, but of course by the settings and the guns. What I mean by the feel is, of course, that, well, feels like Call of Duty, but it definitely feels different than every other Call of Duty. At the same sentence, though, it definitely feels like an extension of the Black Ops 3 multiplayer. Now, of course, the beta only had a handful of maps and a handful of guns, so we are going to reserve judgment on the guns that were not presented and, of course, the maps that were not presented. Anyways, point being, yes, it does feel like Call of Duty. Yes, it does feel different than any other Call of Duty that you may have played, which is completely acceptable. You know, in order for things to change, of course, you have to change them. For those guys that are fans of boots on the ground, I think Infinity Ward took specific notice of the, that outcalling and remastered COD 4 with this. We will not be covering that today, of course. If you have not played the original COD 4 back on 360 like most of us have back in time, if you really go back and play what COD 4 was on the 360 and then you come forward now and play Infinite Warfare, the feel, the gameplay is dramatically different, but we've had several generations of Call of Duty, as it were, changing that. As for the gunplay and the feel, the guns feel balanced. The snipers are, in my opinion, very overpowered. But at the same time, I am glad to see sniping making a little bit more of a return to the pub lobbies. I was not a fan of sniping in Black Ops 3 due to the fact there was no aim assist. It was exceedingly difficult, which is okay if that's what you're into. I like a little bit easier sniping, kind of more traditional. I do enjoy the quick scoping. I can't help it. Some strange satisfaction involved in that. But nonetheless, it does feel like a solid Call of Duty. Of course, we won't know until we get more maps in the release here in a couple of weeks. Now, as for the competitive side of things, of course, they've already set up that this Wednesday, of course, a week before the game releases, they're going to be having a invitational showing off a new map and things like that, featuring some of the competitive side of the Call of Duty World League. Of course, you need to head over on Twitter and check them out for more information on that. So we're going to get some more esports info rather quickly, and of course, MLG Vegas was subsequently announced in the last couple of days as well, giving us a little bit better window when we're going to see more competitive Call of Duty, which means they're already working on the esports rule set, which is not surprising. In years past, we always had to wait a couple of weeks till after the game came out, but rumor has it that they were working with the pros to develop this rule set for the pro circuit sooner, so that way they could get grinding faster and of course get the fans of the Call of Duty Pro Circuit more involved sooner. Hopefully we'll see some modifications and changes that will bring us as fans more involved into the Pro Circuit itself. As for the rules in itself and whatnot, I'm anticipating another ban and protect system very similar to what we had in Black Ops 3. I don't foresee any perma bans, but you never know. Of course, the Pro Circuit is much different than us pub stompers, so we'll have to wait to see what the official release for that is. But nonetheless, this is a fun game. If you are a fan of Call of Duty and you like Call of Duty at its core, you're going to love this game. If you're one of those really stubborn Call of Duty players that's been screaming for boots on the ground for the last 3 years, you're not going to love this game because, of course, it does have thruster packs and some very futuristic things, including some very, very tricked out rigs. Some of them are kind of ridiculous. There are some issues going on there. It's not as far as gameplay, but as far as plausibility and things like that. But you have to remember, this is a fantasy universe being Call of Duty based in realism, and they've kind of taken and stretched it about as far, personally, as I would like to see it. Maybe even push that envelope a little more. Of course, this next rendition of Call of Duty after 2017 will be back into Sledgehammer's hands. I'm anticipating Advanced Warfare 2 because of the investment they made in the branding of Advanced Warfare. So we're going to have at least this year and one more year of an advanced movement system. That is my opinion. That is, of course, my opinion alone. So don't hold me to that. I do foresee some additional releases of remastered stuff. With the success of Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4 coming, or should I say, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare being remastered and the hype that's surrounded that, I foresee that we will see remasters in the future packaged with future Call of Duty, so that way they can cater to both boots on the ground and continuing to evolve the series. This is entirely speculation on my point once again, but it is what it is. Now, if you don't like the gameplay, that does not mean that you can't get in here and enjoy it. At first, you just get beat up. You just get beat up something fierce, and it is what it is. But once you get used to it, once you start learning the maps, the control scheme, it does play a little slower than Black Ops 3, but the time to kill, in my opinion, is a little faster than Black Ops 3. So it's like I said, it feels different than Black Ops 3. It kind of feels like Black Ops 3.5 at the multiplayer level, but it's different. The color scheme is a little more gray washed out. At first, I initially had troubles telling the difference between my teammates and the opposing team in which I was killing. After time, and for the first time ever, I even turned on colorblind assist. I would like to see more in the color range area, but of course with the beta, they can make some changes in the color correction. Probably not the overall color scheme, but they can make, maybe bring up the saturation just a little bit, maybe a little more contrast, a little less brightness, kind of bring it in a little closer. Who knows what they're going to do? I'm sure they're going to make lots of changes to the beta, or with the information they got from the beta. So we can expect a lot of changes, including nerfing some guns, buffing some others, and things like that. Some guns seemed extremely overpowered. Others seemed extremely underpowered. The aim assist on the sniping is, in my opinion, it is a little bit much, but it is good to see the quick scoping come back. They could dial back not too much, just a little bit. Dial back that that aim assist on the sniper rifles just a little bit. I'm up in the air on the rigs and how they feel. Of course, it's kind of to emulate the specialist from Black Ops 3. I am up in the air on those. I haven't really decided which is my favorite, which is my not. They seem very, very balanced within themselves. The real question is how will they play out in the esports circuit? Only time will tell. Now, last but not least, while you're here, if you enjoyed what you've seen, of course, give us the old thumbs up. And reach down, click that subscribe button, because, of course, I need your support. Without your support, there's really no fun in this. So drop a comment and tell me what you thought. And, of course, head over to OrbitGG on Twitter. Of course, I represent Orbit. Of course, we're going to be making a big, bold statement leaving 2016 and through 2017 with multiple esports and multiple disciplines. So please head over, check us out, give us a follow on Twitter. Of course, follow me at Krazie TV on Twitter. Drop a like, and we'll check you out next time. Peace out, guys.